Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Wednesday. I started a new series on my channel last month, which was called Wishlist Wednesday. So today we are back to talk about another wish list. So today's is from Dreamer Designs. Oh, this is a touchscreen. And I'm just going to show you the paintings that I have on my wish list from Dreamer Designs. It looks like I have 50. I'm not going to go into too much detail about them. A majority of them are from Curtis Reichovich, so if you're not a fan of Curtis's artwork, then this one may not be for you. But I do really enjoy his artwork. Now, the majority of the kits that... Actually, no, that's a lie. I have a number of squares from them. I do prefer their round kits just overall. So I don't tend to always purchase from them immediately. I do tend to wait for a sale or something like that. So again, kind of like last month's, just because a kit is on my wish list does not necessarily mean that I will be adding it to my stash. It's just a kit that I don't want to lose track of. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first two that we have here are from Curtis Reichovich. So we have Extinct and Teddy Bear. Next up we have, this is an artist that I'm not familiar with, Romy Lirda. I've seen a couple of pieces by this artist completed. Uh-oh. I think I lost my wish list. Oh, there we go. And I really like how they look. This certainly isn't necessarily a art style that I'm particularly drawn to, but I do think that the pieces look really cool once they're completed. So I have a couple from them on my wish list. The next one, I guess I should try to zoom in on these a little bit. The next one is from, I think this is an Alan Gianna. It's called Alpine Bliss. Another, if you watched last month, it just continues on my landscape theme. I really do enjoy landscape diamond paintings. Next up we have what is this called? Hold on. Into the Deep of Me. I don't know. I think this is a fairly new artist to Dreamer Designs. It's by Spirit of the Rainbow. This one is a square. I think a lot of the kits on my wish list are squares, which is unfortunate, but no surprise if I'm being honest with you. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. But it's a really pretty painting. I have not seen this one completed, but I don't know. I think it's really pretty. I would be curious to see how it renders. Next up, we have Clouded Yin Yang. This one just took me back. I remember when I was in middle school always drawing the yin yang sign, but I really love the color palette of this one. I think it's really beautiful. Next up we have another Curtis Reichovich. This one is a Never Leave Home. I feel like this is one of his more tame pieces. I like that it's not super dark. I like the pink. I think it's a really pretty one. Next up we have Summer Celebration. This one has just kind of been on my list. I don't know that it's one I'll grab, but I think it's pretty. I do like it. Next up we have another kit by Romy. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I think this one's a really fun, like, witchy one. This one is called Playing with Fire, and obviously she's holding a little kitty, which we love. Next up we have Cutest of Them All. This is by, I think it's Lucy Bilodeau. Yes, I've completed one piece from this artist before and I absolutely loved it. So that one is definitely one that I hope to get off of my wish list at some point. Oh, I'm just clicking for fun all over town today. Last month with the Diamond Art Gloves, I didn't enlarge them, but I feel like it was just easier to view them. So next up we have, no surprise, a Christmas painting. This is Cozy Christmas Evening. Love that one. I've done one similar from Diamond Art Club, but I love like traditional Christmas images, and we have a little kitty here in an armchair, which I think is very cute. Next up, we have another Curtis. This is Neon Love. I love the colors in this one. I think she's super cute. I believe this one here, Psychedelic Sea Turtle, is a Dean Russo. I could be wrong on that, but I'm fairly certain. Next up, we have Reclining Leopard. I think this image is just beautiful. I think it's so striking. I would love to see the rendering on this one. I don't know that I've seen it completed, but the colors are just really beautiful. I find the artwork itself beautiful. I hope that it would translate well with drills on it. I don't honestly know. If you've known anybody or if you've worked on this one, let me know, because I'd really love to see it completed. Here we have another one from Romy. This one I just think is really neat. It's called Empowered Elegance. We have another sea turtle painting. I do very much like sea turtles. This one is called Sea Turtle. It's just a really beautiful image. I like kind of the ethereal vibe of it. I believe this one is a Jody Bergsma. This one is called You Lift Me Up. Two really cute black bears. We have some birds. There's a little frog hiding there. We have some mushrooms. I just think this one is super cute. Next we have another Curtis Reikovich. This one is Ember. I think she's really beautiful. I believe this one's a square, and I have considered covering up the little face in the flower here. Not necessarily because I don't think it's cute. I do think it's a really cute face, but I think the image would be so neat if this was covered up and just rendered as a flower. Obviously, I'm not like trying to insult Curtis's artwork, because that's really his thing and I do enjoy it, but I think this would be absolutely stunning if this was a flower versus a face. I don't know. I think she's really beautiful. I love the vampire teeth. I feel like I own this one. Maybe not. This is Lilac. This is another Curtis Reikovich. For some reason, I feel like I own this one, but I might be mixing it up with a different winter one that I have. I think she is very pretty as well. I know Curtis Reikovich isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I do enjoy a lot. I would say a lot of his artwork. This one here is Espacio per Vienza. Probably totally butchered that. This one is like, I feel like this is kind of unique for me in a diamond painting. I loved the colors. I loved the orange and the turquoise. I just think that they play off of each other so well, and I was just really drawn to this image. I don't know that I've diamond painted anything like this, or that I have anything like this on another wish list. I just was really drawn to the color palette. Okay, next up we have a number of Curtis Reikovich images. So the first one here is Clora, and then we have Viola, obviously, with the little kitty there. Next up we have Pink Valentine. I think that one is really, I think that one's really cool as well. I don't know, I love the two different color eyes. I don't know how much I would love the stitching on like the face and the hands, but I do think that it's really neat. Next up we have an Alice in Wonderland one. This one is Waiting for Wonderland. I think these are all squares, which is why they still live on my wish list and not in my stash. This one is a favorite of mine. This one is Claudia, another Curtis. She's so cute. I love her hair, her cup, her little purse. I think that she's really neat. She reminds me of the line. I don't know if he considers them to be like sister paintings, but there's Salem. I think one of them is called Jessie. They all just kind of have this like vibe with the pumpkin purses, and I think that one is really cute. Next up is a couple from Reagan Kubicek. I do have one from this artist that I have not completed, but we have Autumn, which again is a really cute witchy one. And then this one is Always Together in Spirit. I believe this is an Anne of Green Gables diamond painting, which is The other one that I have is also Anne of Green Gables. It's just different than this one. A classic. If you've never read Anne of Green Gables, you definitely should. But I love when diamond paintings and book themes like merge, because it's two of my favorite things. So I really enjoy when that happens. Next up, we have another Alice in Wonderland. This is called Our Madness. She's so cute. I love her face, and I love the Cheshire Cat. I think we're moving pretty quickly through this one. It looks like we have 4 more Curtis images. This one is Chosen, which I think is so different than a lot of his pieces. Like, if you were just to look at it next to Miss Muffet here, this is just so striking to me. I really love this one. And then again, obviously we have Miss Muffet here. This one reminds me of Bellatrix from Harry Potter. I don't know why. I know Bellatrix has black hair, but for some reason I just get Bellatrix vibes. Next up we have Scarlet. I think her face is really cute. I don't know, it just seems a little bit different than his usual style. And next we have a Dark Forest Heart. I really, really like this one. I feel like it's a pattern with me. I love the hair that Curtis does, but this one is just really, I guess striking is the best word I can think of. I don't know why. I just really, really love that one. All right, next up we have Mountain View. This one reminds me of Cabin Porch that I did from Diamond Art Club. Actually, is that the same artist? Bigelow. Was Cabin Porch Chris Bigelow? No, it wasn't. It was Greg Giordano. Sorry. It's quite similar though, but I really, really like that one. This next one is one that I would really like to add to my stash sooner rather than later. I hate that it's a square though, but this is Rainbow Dragon. And it's just, I'm not really a dragon person. Like, I don't collect the Randall Spanglers or anything like that. But I remember this one came out kind of around like the Fourth Wing hype. If you are part of the book community, there's a book called Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. And this painting just came out at that time, and I was like, oh my god, a dragon. So this one's really cool. I love the colors. I have seen this one completed, and it's amazing. So I would really like to work on that one at some point. Next up, we have another Curtis Reichovich. This is Crimson. She is just very pretty. I like her. So would definitely like to add her to my stash. Again, I think she is a square. This painting cracks me up every time I see it. It's called Cool Cat. I know this one's around because I have gone to purchase it a couple of times, and then I'm just like, no, you don't need any right now. But for some reason, this cat in a sweater with a scarf and glasses cracks me up every time. It is a gray kitty, which we had a gray kitty before he passed away. However, he had green eyes, so it's not like too close. But I think it's hysterical. It makes me laugh every time. And then we have another Curtis. This one is Viridescent. This one is super cool. I have not attempted, but I have gone to purchase this one a few times for like Drills and Chills, and I have backed out. Not because I don't like it, just because I have plenty of Halloween kits in my stash already. But I think this one is super cool, and she has a little black cat hiding in her hair. We have a Golden Christmas. I just think this one is super cute. They had released a cat version of this one. I think it was a little girl that got a cat for Christmas. They unfortunately discontinued that one. I don't know why they discontinued that one and not this one. But I still think this one is super cute. We have another Curtis. This one is Susie Snowflake. I think this one is smaller and possibly around. But again, I have a lot of winter Christmas kits, so that's why I haven't snagged this one just yet. We have a beachy landscape. This one is Endless Days. But again, I have a ton of beach kits. I do not need another. That one's been on my list for quite a while. I think we're almost done here. We have Autumn Oasis. I don't know that I'm really interested in this one anymore. It's just kind of been on my list for a while. It's pretty. I just don't know that it's one that I would pick up. We have Jessie, another Curtis Reichovich, which I mentioned earlier, with the pumpkin purse and another little black cat. They have matching heterochromia eyes. These two are very similar. I would consider them to be like part of the same series. So we have Rhapsody in Blue and Rhapsody in Rose. I have completed a couple of diamond paintings of like shelves with knickknacks, which I know probably sounds like a weird thing, but they're really fun to work on because it's kind of like every section that you do, you uncover another thing. So I really like these two. I do hope to add them to my collection eventually. I think that they would be really fun, like to do the Rhapsody in Rose in the spring and then Rhapsody in Blue in the summer. I don't know, I just feel like that they would be quite fun to work on. Next up we have Country Reflections. This one has also been on my wish list for a while. It's really beautiful. Again, I don't know that it's one I would pick up. I tend to really prefer like the people diamond paintings from Dreamer Designs. I think that they render those quite well. Some of these like really busy landscapes, I don't know if I prefer from them, but it is a really beautiful image. This one I do love. I know I just said I wasn't sure about their landscapes, but this one is Coastal Living. You can see, of course, we've got a little lighthouse in the back, and this just looks like somewhere I would want to live. So I would not mind working on this one at some point. We have another Curtis. This one is Shadow Alice. And her little purse is the Cheshire Cat, which I think is super cute. We have Rock Island Lighthouse. I love this one. Again, I feel like I've kind of completed something similar to this. There was a Chuck Pinson, I believe, that was kind of similar to this, which is why I didn't pick this one up. But I do think it's really pretty, and I would like to work on it at some point, but we shall see. And then we have two more. Like, that wasn't so bad. So we have Province Blue Door. This one is kind of similar to that other one we saw earlier with the orange and the teal. I just loved the colors and the vibe of this one. I have had this one in my cart a few times and I've backed out, but eventually I would like to grab this one. Sorry, I forgot to zoom in on it. And then finally, we have one last Curtis Reichovich. This is Dahlia. Okay, so I love her. I think that she is fabulous. I love that she has a crystal in her hair. I love her hair. I love her dress. I think that she's really beautiful. I'm not the biggest fan of these particular breed of cats. I just don't find them very cute. And I find the wings to be out of place. I think it's like they're a different color. I don't think that they like fit the painting. But this would be way too much to like try and render or like cover him up with other drills. So that's why this one has sat on my list for a while. So those are the 54 paintings on my wish list with Dreamer Designs. Let me know if we have any in common. And let me know what store you would like to see next. I can always put up a poll. I'm thinking maybe Jada Gem Shop, but definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed today's installment of Wishlist Wednesday, and we will have another one at some point next month. So thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my video on Friday. Bye.